we are presenting with Victoria Navarro, who is a client of ours. So we get to work with her, but also she's going to be joining our presentation team along with one of our senior superintendents and one of our MEP kind of leaders. So a little bit of early planning and building and owner, and the format, which is it's a little scary, but it's really cool. Most of us, we talk about how we have to overcome obstacles and objections early when we're trying to get aligned, and the owner wants to go and we want to be like, hey, let's slow down a little bit. So we're actually going to do a role-playing exercise on the stage with the client and the GC, where we're saying, hey, we've got to stop and slow down to do this, to kind of get aligned early. And the owner's like, what are you talking about? Let's go. We've got get the shovels in the ground. Let's go. So it's kind of like this role-playing, really cool, overcoming some objections real time that they're going to get to watch the dynamic that then flows into kind of the high level overview of what is the CoS, why is it important from both not just the contractor side, which is what we are, but also for the trades, for the owner, for the designer. Like, why is it important to have that early alignment? I think because right now our industry needs people so bad. Like we have such a gap of the work we have and then the people we need to do the building and to be a part of it, that if we are not focused intentionally on recruitment and retention, then that gap's going to continue to get bigger. Well, how do we keep people? We don't keep people, I'm going to say this, no one's going to like it. We don't keep people by just paying them more money. Like, we keep people because the culture and the environment that they are in is worth staying in versus leaving for more money. And so how are we creating those environments and those cultures within our firm? I know I get to lead that in mind, so I get to have a kind of a firsthand knowledge of how we do that. And it's that we've got to empower our people. We've got to give them autonomy, but also they all have to have voices. And we've got to not just ask them what they think, but we've got to be able to take that and implement that into something that they feel like they have some buy-in in. And it kind of ties to their purpose and their passion. Because if we've not looked at generational differences right now, the generation coming into our industry, and that will be there for the next 40 or 50 years, they care more about their passions and their purpose than they do their paychecks. I think there's a couple of things, and it's funny. I get this question a lot, and it's always like, well, you have to have leadership buy-in. You have to have leadership buy-in, and again, you do. You have to have leadership buy-in to do something organizationally. So, like, if you think you're going to come and you're going to be one person, you're going to turn the ship, you aren't. But I think what we have not leaned into enough is, how do we cultivate leadership buy-in? And so, yes, we need it. But what are those things? And I think that we're seeing more and more of those conversations happening of what can we do to get leadership buy-in? And more, I guess, over the last year, I've had more conversations with people that are in roles, or that maybe they're looking to create roles of lean because they want to do more in their companies. And they're more my peers because they're people that are trying to do this somewhere else. And they're just like, what do I need to do to go to my leadership to show them the value of this? And so I think that is the shift we're going to see, Joan. We're going to see it in some of our presentations and even some of the things that we're communicating in our different community of practices.